being more like we're married, except for we haven't gone through the marriage ceremony. So I'm cooking, cleaning.
Why?
No, but
But
saying
you said that's what they are. Oh, but that's the fault of the woman.
And
she sets the tone. He's gonna go with whatever. Honey, you give it up. He's gonna be right there with you.
So, but what I'm saying is that this could be also one of these reasons why the marriage.
Oh, it's definitely one of the reasons.
Or why it is that the dating process is we're not getting what we want out of it, because everything that you would want in that marriage is sometimes supplied already through the dating process. So then when it's like, let's get married, then it's like, oh, well, why?
Well, here's my question with that is, most women don't go into the dating process knowing what they want, because it's being driven by their emotions. They're tired of being lonely, just want to go on a date. They want to hang out. And the reason why, I've got several women since this process has started in the Queen Network, they have come to me and they have released their boyfriends. The reason why is because they want a kingdom man. They now realize that. He right now is nowhere near that. And one told me, she says, I'm 37 and God bless his heart, I'm not willing to stand around and see if he's going to ever become one. She said, he's a nice guy. But she knows what she wants. And she's been with him for 2 years. So kind of the question I asked you the other night, do you want another 2 years? I mean, the only question on the table is, do you want another 2 years? You really do, if that's something more. And she kind of thought about it. No, because I want to be, But again, the woman has to know what she wants. There is nothing more enlightening than, number one, knowing who you are, knowing what your worth is, because you're not going to just take any, you're not going to let people treat you, male or female, any kind of way. But then all of a sudden, you're like, okay, I'm a kingdom woman. I need a kingdom man. I'm a lot. I know I'm a lot. And he got to be able to handle all of this, not be in competition with it, not be intimidated by it, support and serve it as I do him as well. Because if he's a kingdom man, he got vision. I'm a help me. That's what I do. And so when you come to the table knowing your roles, I'm not subservient. It's a whole lot of proof in the Bible that women are more smarter than men. That's why I always say, because I said this the other night, I said, Adam had to be put to sleep. Adam didn't even know he was married till he woke up. God was like, this poor dude, he needs some help. He didn't even know he had to help me until he woke up like, what happened? What's going on?
But I love the video that you shared, because the video that you shared with me actually spoke a lot to that.
It did, didn't it? It was so powerful.
That essentially, we came in woke.
We were wide awake. God did not have to wake us up. He woke Adam up. The woman was wide awake.
We knew. And this is why we're not
shifting. No.
He was shifting.
Yeah.
So
the other part too is that a lot of things that we don't focus on is our role for the man. Because we came from his bone. Yes. The bone protects the heart. Yes. How many women really look at their man and say, okay, how can I protect him? We're so busy trying to find our space and make our way and make sure we're being represented and treated right. Yes. And you got a hurting man, there that, he's trying to find his way, but you don't really know how to protect him. I want to ask you guys a question. How do you know when a man loves you? Ooh, the room got quiet.
Then he'll give you the last piece of chocolate.
I think I may have told you. So you don't get to. I want them to just to keep up before you do. I think I told you.
So well, in my case, I really believe that when he tells me things that he's not telling his mom.
You close. Yeah. There you go.
He's showing me things. I'm like, and his mom's a nurse, and I'm like, shouldn't you be showing your mom that? But the vulnerability.
It is, and that's exactly what it is. And most women don't know that. It's very hard to get a man to share his heart with you. He doesn't get vulnerable that often. And so if he begins to tell you things that he wouldn't normally tell anyone else, he's telling secrets. He's just like us. Like you. He has frailties. He's he's a human and so forth. But he's not going to share all the negative things, all the things that he's afraid of, because you're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be afraid. But if he's sharing that with you, he trusts you with his heart. So if he can trust you with his heart, pretty much, and I say this to women, a man will give you, and this is what women don't understand. You think just because he has sex with you that he loves you. No, that's what you think because you got your emotions connected to that act. But that's not love for him. So he can give you time, money, and sex. Doesn't mean that he loves you. You know, but if he starts opening up his heart to you, sharing things that he probably wouldn't tell his mother, you know, then yeah, that would be something you may want to just kind of investigate. Is that what is that? Alarm clock. You know, and so I would, as I communicate with women, I'm surprised how many women don't know that. You know.
There's a song Monica has out. It's called Commitment.
Who has it? Monica, okay.
Oh, the lyrics are just awesome.
I may have to play that tonight in the Queen Network. Just drop it.
Yes, I mean the words are it's called Commitment. And because I remember when I was, you know, like I said, I'm seeing a counselor. And so she was, you know, I have a friend, and so one of the things is like, well, should I start asking him questions? She says, well, can you answer those questions for yourself? And I was like, okay, I can.
So I'm not ready to ask him, because what if you ask him and he said, well, what about you?
Right. So, and then I was driving home one day from work, and the song Commitment came on. And I was like, yes.
Oh.
I you know, found the lyrics and all of that. I said to Diesel, man, this is what I want. So she said, you know, that's a good thing that, you know, you have to know for yourself.
So,
you know?
and it goes back to what we said. Know your own worth and value. Know what it is that you want.
Right.
Why? I mean, you go to have coffee with a guy and you start asking him all these questions. You really don't know what you want. That's why whatever he does and says, it kind of seems like it's okay with you. You know, and it doesn't have to be anything deep, but some things are just, it's a deal breaker. Should be anyway. You know, because I'm sorry, that's just me, guys. I need a kingdom man because I have a big assignment. You know, and I need somebody that understands that assignment, you know, and has that discernment I'm the kind of person, because I get very excited when God tells me something. So I need a man with 2 parachutes, because I'm gonna jump off the cliff without mine. He gonna be like, babe, you forgot your, let me go down here and help this chick. And then don't judge me going down. He's like, you forgot your parachute, baby. You forgot your parachute. Here you go. You know, exactly. You know, got my back and all of that. So, but I just think we just need to be more aware of what it is that we want. First of all, who we are. Because once you know who you are, I know that's what happened with me. I had an awakening to the area from a business and a ministry standpoint. I felt like I was on the right path, but I didn't realize I had lost myself in my femininity. Life can do that to you when you've had abusive relationships, or you've had abusive, even not abusive, but just not so good friendships, and friends just do crazy things. And so, you know, you just, as a woman, you just kind of go inward and you stop. You know, I used to have a real like queenly swag, and I lost that a little bit, but she back. She is back, you know. And so I just want other women to really feel this freedom and this awakening. The whole thing about what God shared with me about the relationship was this whole spirit, soul, and body connection. There is something so powerful when you can connect with the man spiritually, and then you go over into the soulish realm where the mind, the will, and the intellect connect. And then before you go into the body, can we see if it's a commitment there first? Because we so like, oh, we're spending all this time together. We get so euphoric. Sometimes I know God just laughs at this creature that He has created, but our emotions just get all in it, and maybe he's just supposed to be a good friend.
Yeah, I ask that question sometimes. I
you know,
say, okay, why is he in my life?
Yeah,
you know?
He may not be
Why
he may be a type in the shadow. He may not be the one. You know, it's all.
I ask that question.
Yeah, I think we have to ask that question. You know, I really do, because I was listening to Dewey's and Pat's script. She couldn't get away from that man if she wanted to. The man was showing up like, what you doing here? What? You again? You know, so he knew what he wanted. He wasn't taking no for an answer. So he was like, okay, no, Miss Patricia, you are mine. You know, just got real territorial with that thing, you know? So, anyway.